Oh yeah, people, before I start the video, you gotta listen to me talk for a sec. Well, you do listen to me talk, but you gotta listen to me talk about, other things. Have a look there on screen. The zone, we've got Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. We have the problem child versus, well, I mean, he really is a problem child. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. It's a meeting of the problem child. It will be live on the zone. Link will be in the description. I'm also putting the link, right? You'll see it there on screen. There's a lot of Adeleye and G-Man content there. There's a little bit, I think there's a couple of episodes, a couple of clips of the look back that me and Adeleye did on Kell Brook Triple G. It's a good way to stay in touch, see what I'm at, kind of see what goes on. I don't really do that much of everyday stuff, but it's there nonetheless. It'll be pinned in the comment section. Hopefully you guys like it. Let me know. Until then, enjoy the video. Alright, so yesterday we got the announcement of the Riyadh show in August 16th to be exact. It's going to be headlined by Most of the Town with Dana White. Okay, is it pay-per-view? Don't know yet. But on the undercard, I just can't quite understand this. I'm struggling with this. This is a very much out of left field, where the hell did this come from type of fight. And this obviously I'm referring to Filip Hrgovic. We all know who Filip Hrgovic is. He's a Frank Warren fighter. He's now with Abel Sanchez as a trainer. He was a number one ranked heavyweight with the IBF for a long time. At one stage, it just seemed as though they'd have to just gift him the mandatory because Michael Hunter didn't want it, Joseph Parker didn't want it. I think Tony Yoka did want it. Thank God he didn't get it because that really could have ended badly for him. He ended up having to fight Cody because he was contracted to do it, and that still ended badly for him. So go figure. But he couldn't do it, and then it ended up with Adeleye Zhang. Very competitive fight, very close fight. Could have went either way, really. He didn't look good in that fight, did Filip Hrgovic. And then he goes on and just I don't say milk, that's probably the wrong word, but he's not obliged to fight good opponents being number one ranked. But he fought Dempsey McKean, and then that despicable thing against Mark Demori, who fought David Haye, 7 years prior. Less said about that, the better. Really, less said about that, the better. Then he runs into Daniel Dubois. The match from Queensbury 5v5 gets stopped in 7 rounds, but gives a good account of himself against Daniel Dubois. This is a guy who has operated at world level. Dubois is world level. He definitely is. He has looked good in parts, Filip Hrgovic, and other times he's looked very laboured and very unremarkable. Probably the best way of saying it. Goes a bit silent, comes back, beats Joe Joyce, an over-the-hill Joe Joyce, let's be frank, right? Seen better days, over the hill, but still very tough Joe Joyce, never really came close to hurting him. Hrgovic is another guy who's got a remarkable chin. I mean, the two arguably best chins in the heavyweight division are certainly, Joe Joyce is up there, even if he has been chinned by Adeleye Zhang. I mean, Adeleye Zhang chins most people, didn't chin Hrgovic, and Hrgovic got hit plenty, so it shows how good his chin is. But it puts Hrgovic then in a position where I believe they were going to order an IBF eliminator between him and Frank Sanchez, which is a good fight in of itself. It's a very interesting fight stylistically. I quite like Frank Sanchez. I like Hrgovic too. I think Sanchez still, fully fit, not injured Sanchez, has a lot to offer. And then you contrast that to his opponent, David Adeleye, who 2 years ago almost fought Fabio Wardley. All that commotion in the build-up. Fought Fabio Wardley for the British title in Saudi Arabia. I thought was beaten quite handily. He had 1 or 2 moments in there, round 2, and I think even in the round as well. But for the most part, he was fairly dealt with, put in his place by Wardley, stopped in 7 rounds, as I said. And then he fights, he was scheduled to fight Solomon Dakers. I think he was originally meant to fight him in the summer of last year, fought him in December, knocked him out with 1 punch in the first round. Looked very good. I've never really been one who's been massively impressed with David Adeleye, but I took notice of that knockout. Although Solomon Dakers, I told you going into that fight it would be easy, and it was. It was even easier than I thought it would be because Dakers has never looked particularly good. He then goes and proceeds to fight Jamie TKV. Jamie TKV comes in very, very good shape by his standards, and boxes the head off of David Adeleye until he gets caught, some would argue it was on the break, and gets taken out. The British Boxing Board of Control order an immediate rematch, which to me makes a bit of sense because it's a British title, do something with the domestic scene, and go with the traditional route. No. We ain't doing that. He's going to fight Filip Hrgovic. I think this is a terrible matchmaking for David Adeleye. I really do. For Filip Hrgovic, it's a run out against a British level fighter. He's not even a big name in the UK. I don't get it. I truthfully don't get it. I mean, surely they could have done it or tried to do the Frank Sanchez fight. That would have been a lot better. But this is just a bizarre fight. Like a really bizarre, how the hell did you match these two together type of fight. That's the best way I can describe it. It's just a bizarre, where the hell did you get both these guys from type of an affair. Now, Adeleye can punch. He definitely can. If he's got one thing, and it really is only one thing, he's fast enough, but he's very crude. It's punching power. And that's one thing he has. Hrgovic has, in my opinion, the best chin in the division. Hrgovic is not as big a puncher as he thinks he is, but he's 6'8", 250 pounds. His punches don't tickle. And as I said, David Adeleye was beaten soundly by Fabio Wardley, who literally pulled a win out of over Justis Huni out with one punch in the 10th round. That was still quite a remarkable sight, lads, last weekend. So, where is where is Fabio Wardley at? How far away from British title level is he really? Because it's Justis Huni world level, jury's out there. Is Fabio Wardley, jury's out there. How close is he? You get what I'm saying here. So this match is just bizarre to me. In terms of matchmaking for David Adeleye, it's career suicide, I think. The Jamie TKV rematch was there. You beat him already. I know it was a bit controversial, but you could do it again. Not controversially this time. I don't get it. Why deviate so much? I know you're going to get well paid, but you are going to get annihilated in there. That's what I think is going to happen. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. And yeah, that's not much to say. It's just a strange fight. It's a very, when I seen it, I was like, what the hell is this? Okay, but I'm still like, what the flipping, yeah, it's a strange one. Let me know. I'm not going to carry this video out too long. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you like me looking at this thinking, this is a bizarre fight? Like really bizarre in terms of where they're at in their respective careers, and why in God's name someone would suggest that David Adeleye take this fight as opposed to the TKV fight. Maybe he just wants to maybe he knows if he beats TKV they might do most of the Telma, and he'd rather lose to someone who's world level than a 20-year-old kid, really. Maybe. I don't know. I'm only speculating with these. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed the video. People, smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, peace.